All right, good Tuesday morning, folks. I have Coney to share with you and a few others today, a few new ones that I'm going to be covering. So let's jump in. So, what did Coney do? Well, let's start with coin. Coin was down $3 and change, minus 1.39 from 223 to 220, and that was 1.39%, and Coney was only down 0.57. So good job, Coney. Let's see, and they also put on a synthetic for 1,065 contracts, as well as they sold a naked call at 230. So let's take a look at the naked call. They sold the 230 for $2.71. So that put $288,000 in the piggy bank. So more cash. Look at this share count, 900,000 shares after having a excess 1 million day. So similar to, although this is, massively, I think what was Misty, 12 or 13 million now in share count. So Coney has a higher share count than NVIDIA. I think Tesla is the highest, but again, the respective market caps. NVIDIA has the largest market cap because share price is higher with the amount of shares, right? So that's all market cap is share price times shares outstanding, right? The number of shares and what the current price is, and that gives you, market cap, net asset value. So let's take a look at how they used that cash. Well, they sold 1065 contracts on the same week, since there's 4 more trading days after the day they executed, and they dropped down and laddered a little bit at 230, which is pretty good. So let's go look at the synthetic. Do I have the right one? No. Oh, I must have changed the color code on the one that I wanted. It's not the 260. That's interesting. I thought for sure. Oh, you know what? I didn't enter this. It is the 230. My bad, guys. I can enter it real quick here. Okay, so we got a 7-8 here, and we have 1,065. And I'll plug these numbers in and then change the values for you. Okay, so they sold the call, sorry, they bought the call for 17 and they sold the put for 24.9. That's what you do in a normal, right? Put on a long stock synthetic. You buy a call and sell a put. And when you're below the strike price, then you always make money, right? When you're right around the strike price, a lot of times the call is a little bit more expensive than the put. Depends on the IV, it depends on what the market makers see. So in this case, why did that work? Oh, yeah, okay. So we made a net 18, or you can see here we spent 1.8 and we collected 2.6. So 841,000 were added. Okay, so what we want to do is have that pick up. I'll just add it for right now, and then I'll go back and change it so it does it the right way. I'll add F8. Okay, so that's our new total here. Everything else has been done, right? The price is reflected. And we have this one out to 816 because remember we rolled. Let's go take a look at that. Well, the weekly doesn't show it, but the holdings does. We went ahead and rolled, and if you look at payments real quick, we took a big loss, right? And we rolled into a different period of time. So let's look at the weeklies. Now that we added 1065, besides a synthetic, right? We added those. So we now have a total of 30,000. We're 4.28% out of the money with 4 trading days. We're 6.55% for the bulk, right? So 90 something percent of them, 96%, something like that, of the total contracts are almost 7% out of the money. So that's good at 220. We may bounce up, but it doesn't appear like Bitcoin is really ready to take off unless this 50 we're done. I have a feeling we may revisit or go down to 50 before we're done. So let's see. Anything can happen in the short term. So those are the current prices. Let's look at holdings because that tells us a lot more. So this one, we're a little bit behind, right? We sold it around, what did I say, 275, 271. So we're now sitting at 291. So we're slightly behind, but this guy, we're 36, almost 37% into collecting what all we got paid. We got paid 8.5 and we could buy everything back for 5.4, call it. So we're doing well on these calls. Love to see that. Fair value says it should be 1906. We closed at 1918, so pretty close there. Um, Again, the share count went up. Let's look at this liability, right? How are we trending there? Well, we only went down 3 points, but it cost us 10 million in terms of our liability. I'm not so much worried because these are now 816s. They're no longer the 719 the way Misty and a lot of funds are still playing with 719, but if you were in an ugly situation like Coney was, they rolled out of it, right? So it was probably the right thing to do for them. So with 30,000 contracts, they're winning. They could very easily win all the weeklies. Um, so let's take a look at what payments, there's no sense on just going on and on. Oh, I can show you here because this is one of the few that I then chart these. So you can see we started when we rolled into this new one, right? This is the old synthetic. So we rolled into the new one, we had a small debt and it's grown incrementally because Bitcoin and Coney, right? Coin and Coney have been trending down. So we went on our weeklies in that situation, but we build up paper losses. So let's take a look at the paper. So this is the one that hurt us. Unlike Misty's kind of winning in both, and it has paper losses, but we know about that. So on the short call income, they look pretty good, right? This is all that money they just added, right, to begin the month. This is the loss they took. And then let's see if I'm getting this one right here on the 230 at F6. I may need to change that. Yeah, I should be picking this value up. D34. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm picking up D34. It just doesn't look like it picked up that much, but it was probably 43.8 and it dropped it down because there I'm showing D34. Okay. It's just on the synthetic, it was like 600, 800,000, I think, when I look at it, the actual amount. Yeah, it was 841. Okay. So we're getting there, but we got a ways to go. We're not doing as well as Misty. That's why I said in Misty's caption, great start, great weekly start. So we got $1 loss in total because of this, and we've got 24 cents, right? But altogether, we're down $1. And you can see that on 34 million shares, we lost 43 million, and the synthetic, and we're only about 25% of this amount over here, right? So 24% to be precise, but 100%, and Well, this is a bigger number. So you always, sometimes it's for people that don't see it. Basically, this is short call income only, and then this is total income. So you can see that we're losing $1.24 over here and making 24. So it makes our total income per share a $1 loss. So again, we had a loss last month. Well, we had a win over here, but a loss here, and we still paid out. And I gave them a little bit of credit here, just the way I do my accounting from month to month. So, uh, because the best I can tell, YIELDMAX actually does their accounting from the calendar month, the end of the month. And I typically have been doing my accounting around ex-dividend date. So they're going to vary slightly, but the payments are the payments. It's not where we come up with a number and that's exactly what they pay. Then it would really matter when we did the accounting cycle. Okay, guys, that's what I got for you. I won't belabor this. Coney needs to keep going. Bitcoin needs to turn the corner. Uh, and again, I see them motivated because we're only $1.48 away from this thing returning 100% of its inception money on its payday in August. So YIELDMAX is going to be very motivated to make that happen. Okay, guys, again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's fun and entertainment. Please like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. It helps. And tell your friends. It's a way to grow the channel and reward us YouTubers who do all this work to help you guys. All right, thanks again. See ya. Have a great week ahead. Bye.